Scott Harper. I'm principal investigator at Nationwide Children's Hospital in the Center for Gene Therapy. So what is gene therapy? The formal scientific definition is treating disease with nucleic acids. So what that really means is DNA or RNA. And in the case of CMT4B3, the disease is caused by a gene that's missing. We all normally have 2 copies of a gene called SBF1. If you have mutations in that gene that render it non-functional, then you can develop Charcot-Marie Tooth disease type 4B3. And the most direct way to treat a disease like this is to add back the gene. Why is this challenging for CMT4B3? Because SBF1 is a big gene. You can't actually fit that gene inside the viral vectors that we are proposing to use. And so what this means, if we wanted to try to deliver this gene back to a person like Hunter, for example, we would have to split the gene into 2 pieces. And what you would hope then is that we could deliver 2 halves of the gene in 2 different vectors. There's precedence for this. This kind of system works, but it's difficult to develop. The initial funding that we received from the CMT4B3 Foundation supported our efforts. We've completed that first part of the study, and what we found was these half genes could be delivered to the cells, and then they could recombine and create the full-length gene product. For our purposes, this was fantastic. Like this is the result we wanted to see. So the timeline for this project, I think where we're at now, we're confident that we have a system that works. One of the things that we need to establish first is what are the doses that we can use of these 2 different viruses that we're going to be delivering to achieve the kind of recombination or stitching together of this SBF1 gene efficiently, and that are going to be delivered in a safe range. And then we can partner with the labs that are developing these other animal models and have them test our therapy in those systems. This approach, if it works, it will be useful for any kid who happens to be born with CMT4B3. The earlier you treat, the better. There's urgency here for Hunter and the foundation and for other families. We want to try to move as quickly as we can so we have these therapies available to treat people as early as possible. Again, thank you for your contributions. We'll do our best job to make the best use of them and doing it in the most efficient way.